This is my Fire King deck. I barely made it like last week, but I already won 4th place at a tournament, a local tournament. It's pretty good. I like it. So let's just start with Fire Kings. 2 Fire King High Avatar Garunix. I only run them at 2 because at 3, well, you can run them at 3, but until Yaksha comes out, he's just sometimes dead in the hand, which is why I run another card to support him. But 2's good, and I always get him out. There's like one duel where I drew into 2 of him, and everything else, it was horrible, but it was pretty good. Right. Then the main searcher of the deck, and my favorite card, Barong. You run 3 of him. He searches everything Fire King related. It's amazing. He's 1800, and he's got 200 defense, which makes him a target for rekindling.
Awesome.
And now moving on to the level 3 Exe monster, level 3 Fire King monsters. I run 2 Fire King Avatar Garunix. He's also a stall / searcher. I like him at 2, not at 3. 3 is just like too much, and he's just good. And 17 defense. It's just good. Lots of things have trouble getting over him sometimes. And then 2 Kieran. Kieran, I run him at 2. Like, if you had to take out a card, I'd take out a Kieran for another baby. But Kieran's good at 2 because it's a rekindling target and sets up the graveyard really, really good.
Can you please explain what the effect of Kieran?
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, it has the effect that all Fire Kings have. When it's destroyed, when a Fire King monster is destroyed by card effect, you get to special summon them to the field, which is amazing. I've swarmed with this tactic before. But it also, what it does is, when it's sent to the grave, you can send 1 fire monster from your deck to the grave, which is amazing. And you'll see what card I like running it with.
Alright.
Okay, that's it for the Fire King lineup, but here's Fire King support. 2 Flamevell Fire Dog.
Broken.
It's amazing.
Broken.
It's amazing. It searches basically these 5 cards from the deck. It's always a Barong, but you can go into Kieran if need be. I mean,
right.
But it's just amazing, and it sets up plays. And I found out there is an OTK with this deck. I found out this morning. I OTK'd someone online.
Wow.
DN. It was pretty funny. He's like, GG.
GG.
GG. And then the master, Blaster, the Dragon Ruler of the Infernos.
Yeah.
It makes
even more
deck,
broken.
he makes this deck pop. Okay, it's great. I don't know. I'm in a love-hate relationship with this guy. I used to run 3 Garunix and 1 of him, but I'm trying 2 of him and Garunix, 2 Garunix. It's pretty good, but if you had to choose, it'd probably be 3 Garunix, 2 him, or 2 him and 2 Garunix. It's just too good not to run at 2. Get it? 2? Yeah. But
yeah, I get it.
It's up to you. You know, it's really good. That's it for the monsters. Then spells. The awesomest card ever. Onslaught of the Fire Kings. It's amazing. It searches out basically the whole deck but Blaster. It's amazing. Yes, I always go into Garunix, but it also, if Garunix is in your grave or banished, and you draw into this, you can go into an Exe play with this. Maybe Synchro if you run tuners in your fire deck, but I don't. But it's just amazing. But it's amazing. So you run it at 3. The next card, Fire King, of the Fire King support, Circle of the Fire King. It's amazing.
Yeah, this is how he won against me in the top 4 in the first game of the match.
It's amazing. Most people, they're like, oh, I need to get rid of Garunix. Bottomless. I'm like, okay, Chain, Circle, Garunix is gone, Barong's in. And they're like, what just happened? They're like, I'm like, it's a quick play, bro. I chained to you. And they're like, I just wasted a Bottomless. It's just freaking amazing. And this card is essential for the OTK. But you can only play one per turn, which is pretty cool. Then, for top decking situations and rekindling. Again.
Oh my gosh, this card is so broken. I hate this card.
you get to get these guys. And the thing I like about Fire Kings and hate about Fire Kings is they waste so much resources so fast, which is why I was considering running Pot of Avarice, but I'd rather have another Rekindling. And you just XZ with this all day. It's so amazing. And it's just amazing. I used to run it at 1, but it's just too good not to run it at 2.
Sweet.
And then 3 MST, because this deck hates
You need
back
to get
row.
rid of that back row,
Gotta
son.
hate back row. And I don't main deck Heavy Storm. People are like, what? Why? But nobody's really back row heavy this format, and only against Fire Fist I'd probably take out 1 MST and put in a Heavy Storm. I side deck it, but 3 MST is just too good. I always set 1 at least, and they're like, okay, MST. I'm like, okay, MS chain, MST to your card. It's pretty good.
All right.
And they waste an MST. It's just really good. And staples for this deck are Dark Hole, Book of Moon, for Ophion. Oh my gosh, Ophion. And Monster Reborn. Again, these cards are just too good.
Right.
1 pot of Duality. And I used to run 2, but it's only... This deck special summons every turn.
Right.
So sometimes it's detrimental, but this is good for a top decking situation. Or you could run it at 2. I just like running it at 1. And 1 Fire Formation Tenki. It's a searcher for Barong. Yeah, just Barong because he's the only Beast Warrior. That's why I only run this at 1. So basically he's like a 4th Barong and pumps him up for 100. And if I had to choose, like, I'd probably take this card out for another Pot of Duality, but I don't know. I'm trying this out. It's pretty good. And that's it for spells.
All right, on to the extra deck.
Traps.
To the traps. Oh, my bad.
It's cool.
On to the traps.
My awesome card, Horn of the Phantom Beast.
His personal tech. What does it do?
Alright, basically it gives a Beast or Beast Warrior 800 point boost, and when it kills a card, you get to draw a card, which is amazing. I love this card. My brother had to convince me to run this card. I'm like, it's not good. And it won me games. It's amazing. It pumps up Barong and Flame of Fire Dog and makes them 27 and 26 respectively. It's amazing. And it gets over Ophion. By the way, the only reason I say Ophion over and over is this deck hates Evil Swarms. Prophecy and E-Dragons, I think I can deal with them, but Evil Swarms, I hate Ophion. Sorry. 2 Call of the Haunted. 3 is a bit cloggy, 1's not enough, 2 is amazing and sets up plays for the OTK. I don't actually OTK a lot, it's just, it's nice to have an option for OTK. Staples, 2 Bottomless, 2 Torrential. You love nuking your own creatures. You get pluses from nuking your own creatures, trust me. And Bottomless is for Mirror Match.
Right.
And it also screws up a lot of decks. Then 1 Mirror Force.
Why 1 Mirror Force?
1 Mirror Force, because I don't have enough space in the deck. I love keeping decks consistent at 40. And Trent, you're in a love-hate relationship with these cards. You can run 1 Torrential and 2 Mirror Force and be okay, but I'd rather run 2 Torrential.
I understand. Sweet.
And my negates, 1 Dark Bribe for spells and Solemn Warning for monsters. I'm testing this card out. I haven't been a big fan of Solemns, but it's working so far.
Why no Judgment?
I don't know. Again, I'm not a fan of Solemns, but I'm just trying them out. I'll probably will try out Solemn Judgment later, but this is it.
I got you. All right.
And also, I don't like losing life points.
All right. Now,
that's it for traps.
All right. On to the extra deck.
Alright, staples for this deck are, for anything. Rank 3s are Wind Up Zen Mains, Tempo, Leviar, and Leviathan Dragon. And this is a new addition, just barely added it today. With Blaster, I do banish a lot. So, whatever his name is. Arrow Shark? Yeah.
Submersible Carrier Arrow Shark.
Which I think might be a good addition. I'm testing them out, but it's just in there.
It's kind of odd seeing an Aqua in a fire deck, but
I do banish, and it's great for burn.
Gotcha.
And again, I banish, so it's great to get back some resources. Beater, Stall, and for Ophion.
I did not know how Tempo is so broken. Tempo is so broken.
Yeah. 2 Maestro, the Symphony Daijin.
Do you get out the 2 Maestros on the field?
Every duel. It's amazing. Especially with rekindling. Oh my gosh. He's my favorite XZ monster of all time. It's just
The best. The best. It's my favorite.
amazing. Yeah, he's just amazing. You just gotta run him. You gotta run him at least 1, but 2's better, in my
2
opinion.
is better.
1 Pappy. Because I run it at 1. It's situational, but it's good sometimes. Utopia for Stall.
Right.
I'd rather go into a Maestroke for Stall, but Utopia is good if he's dead. Yeah. Gemknight Pearl, again, this deck hates Ophion. And
Yeah, this card, it's really good against Heretics and Evil Swarms.
And also they can't Fiendish Chain him.
Right,
And
because it's
because
considered a normal monster.
Yeah, he's a vanilla, even though he's dark.
Kind of racist, no?
Number 105, Battling Boxer.
Ooh, interesting.
Starcetus. People are like, what the frick? What's a Battle Box? He's fire, and he's also a rekindling target.
Okay.
Because I exceed usually 2 Fire Dogs and 1 Barong to get him. And he's, again, another stall tactic, and he's kind of a magic cylinder in my opinion.
Ooh, alright.
It's pretty good. And 1 number 69 Heretic Crest, again, a rekindling XZ play because he's 26 and negates all other XZ monsters' effects and steals one of them. Like, I was dueling online and some guy summoned Gaga Cowboy and I stole Gaga Cowboy as an effect. It was amazing. And got over one of his beaters. I don't remember what it was. And 1 Gaga Gigu through Risen. He's good. He's a beat stick. And if you're scared if they have a Fiendish Chain or something, they can't Fiendish Chain him. He's a normal monster, and he's 2950. It's great. And for the mirror match as well, because some people run Synchro into this because they run Flameveil Fire Dog and then Flameveil Magician and go instantly into Scrap Dragon or to Crimson Blader, which locks down this deck a bit.
Right.
This guy gets over that. I run this XZ variant. I don't like the Synchro variant. I tried it. It's not that good. And last one, rank 8, Heretic Sun Dragon, Overlord of
Hilo.
Yeah,
Hilopolis.
or something like that. It does. You're like, what the frick? You only run 2 level 8s. I always have garunix. And 1 duel against Pablo the other day. He Veilered my second garunix. So it was pretty much dead. But the loop was dead. And I'm like, what do I do? And I wish I had him in my extra deck. Just to get the thing going again. And it's amazing. And I get to tribute as many cards as I want to destroy that many cards on the field, which is pretty good.
Alright.
So yeah, that's it for the extra deck.